Hello, this is J.A. McDonald, and welcome back to another episode of Tour de Minecraft. This episode is called Big, Bad, and Full Auto. This is another realm I am part of. This realm was recently reset, and I was able to get a world download of it, so I will be able to post a download. Although, somehow in the download, my armor, or my character, got switched with, I think, the server host's character, or inventory and such. So, I don't have my enchanted diamond armor that I had got that had a full set of fire protection on it that had saved my life. And I don't have quite a few other things that I would normally have. So, bear that in mind when you download the world. If you can get it so that I am me again, that would be wonderful. I've tried a couple things, but I don't know what to do. Basically, we are here at World Spawn on a big platform I built for new players, and there's a road that leads off to a very obvious settlement. This red bar around it is because this server had a protected spawn, and I didn't know it, and I was an op, so I didn't notice at all. But a friend of mine wasn't an op, and he couldn't use my sugarcane farm over here. So we ringed the area in red to mark don't build public things in here. Speaking of the sugarcane farm, here it is. This is my first attempt at a fully automatic self-collecting sugarcane farm, and one of the reasons this is called Big Bad Full Auto, because this is a full auto farm powered by quasi-conductivity. These 4 sugarcane in here will all trigger the quasi-conductivity, but this one will not. But it will knock that one off there with the redstone block if the others are triggered. As you see there. Then all of those flow down into this hopper chain, which in turn flows just outside the red boundary to a chest. Because my friend and I found out, it was actually mobbing, now that I remember, found out that you can't use a chest that is inside this red line if you're not an op. I don't know why I was an op, but apparently I was. This low cobblestone wall was originally intended to be a 150 diameter, well, not diameter, but each side is 150 away from my base, and made of cobblestone at least 3 high. It takes a lot of cobblestone to do that, and I got bored of it, so it's not complete. The entire internal area is supposed to be lit up, but it's not. Most of it, well, some of it is, but not all of it. Then if you follow this road over here, you will notice that there are, it's a nice road. Here's a bridge we cross over a small stream. I'll get to these things over here later. Right now, just try to ignore the stuff that isn't on the path. I'm taking you to my first house. So this thing we're approaching is an idea I had. It's a cake on a stick that a traveler can just run up to and have a piece of cake as they're moving to the village and need more hunger. There's a few cakes along this highway. I don't remember where they all are. Here is my water tower for navigational purposes before I got that beacon over there. This water tower is one of my first that pours down into an actual pool, which is kind of a nice touch. Unfortunately, I built this road later, so the road cuts right through this water pool. And something you may not notice is this road is 5 wide here, but back here at the beginning of it, I believe it's 4 wide. Yes, it's 4 wide back here, and it transitions into a 5 wide road so that it can easily divert around that water fountain there. So, that beacon is coming from more or less my house. I built this house on this server, which is owned by a guy, the server owner, who is, his Minecraft name is US Army Corpsman. I find it a very boring and unimaginative name for your Minecraft character. But he is a bit of a troll to me, and I'm a bit of a troll to him, and we like griefing each other a lot. So my house is this obsidian bunker. Basically, I built an obsidian house because A, he likes trolling me and I like trolling him, and B, I was noticing there was a lot of creeper explosions. None are loading right now for some reason, but this road was built over about 4 of them. That lava pours into some. So yeah, I wanted a blast-proof house. Underneath this carpet are signs and a drop. It was supposed to be a anti-mob wander system, but for some reason they wander across it all day long. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe one of you can figure it out when you've downloaded the world. Then this glass line was supposed to keep my iron golem contained, but he apparently died, and all these cats here, including that upside down one, keep creepers away from my house. Then down here I have a double iron door system so that it can be locked from the inside like that. Hang on, there we go. But as an upshot of that, because of how I placed the doors, when this is set to the open position, the door acts as a lock. Hang on, just let me get this. There we go. So for some reason I'm getting lag near here. I think it's my chest room. When I come in here and press this button, both doors shut. So this is my my house. It's a nice little spot. Pressure plate to leave, clock to tell what time it is, maps on the wall, line of chests, or line of furnaces and a chest, bed, cauldron. You know, just little stuff. Nothing major. I didn't really want the server admin blowing it up and such, so I made it fairly simple. Here's the neighborhood on a map. But the cool part about this house is it's not small. If I come over here to this corner stair, there's actually a hidden lever in the wall. And if I get that, let me see if I can't hit it. I hit it earlier. There we go. This staircase opens out of the wall. And I can walk down it, and I can seal it up behind me, and those pistons just shove it all over. All the redstone in there is encased in obsidian. This was a cast house, so that was a little bit difficult to acquire. Down here is my livestock pen. I have my largest sheep and my largest cow farm I have built, up to this point at least. Those are probably a good bit of the reason for the lag. I have a small pig farm over here, a small rabbit farm I was breeding for their foot, and I have my other lag problem, most likely, over here, which is the automatic chicken farm that I always build. This one is still set to cooking the chickens, and it shoots them into that water stream, which takes them to an item elevator. Basically, this is the first one I built that sorted out the eggs right at the beginning. It doesn't do that now because it puts it into the water stream, but it used to sort out the eggs. I took that functionality out. Let's see here. Back to the corridor. There's the stairs. Let me see if I can't get away from some of this lag by going down a few steps. Basically, down here, I have my garden. This was and is my largest manual harvest garden. It is huge. I like it. It's a nice one. It automatically collects to the centers, but doesn't do anything with it. I have a full plot for wheat and half a plot for each potatoes and carrots like I normally do. I have some a small cactus farm. We actually found cactus early on in this map, unlike back in the other realm from Bigger, Better, Badder. Then over here I have pumpkin and melons and sugarcane and pumpkin and melons and sugarcane, and I think just sugarcane on the inside. This farm is a terrible thing to try to harvest when you don't have depth strider on, and I don't right now. Then somewhere in here, I'm not sure where it's back up in the livestock room. Basically, I have a beacon access to a iron-based beacon that is currently supplying haste 2 to everyone within range of my house. This is the first beacon I have fully constructed. From the first beacon I was able to make, from the first wither star I was able to acquire, from the first wither I genuinely slew. And as I mentioned before, the server admin and I like trolling each other, so I completely covered the entirety of the beacon except for the top and the door in with obsidian. And I've used an iron bar system to protect the beam, and the beam is hidden under a green carpet at the surface. I'm pretty sure if he notices it, he won't take it out. Of course, it's a moot point now since this realm has been reset. Then down a little bit further, we have possibly the other cause of lag, which is my chest room. This is, I'd say, a large-ish chest room that contains a good bit of stuff down here. I have a metals chest. I was able to use, there used to be a glitch in Minecraft where you could cut your internet connection, log off, turn your internet back on, and log on again. And you would see yourself ghosting in the middle. I do believe there's a basic boredoms on that. I'll try to link it. And you could kill yourself and take your stuff, which is how I got all of these diamonds, all of that emerald, all of this gold. Well, not all of that gold. I'll get to that later. Then I have, just chests of stuff. I've sorted out all the stone variations, and yeah, just stuff over there. Then over here, you'll notice that I have a nice food chest that I don't use because I have a chicken chest around here somewhere. I have a full hay stack, and I'll get to why that is later. My sugarcane farm didn't do so well, but yeah. I have a chest for ender pearls, which is another thing I'll get to later. Yeah, most of this chest room I'll get to the reason why later. Lots of seeds, reason why later, yeah. Then I have this public access armory, and I'm not sure what the original acronym I was trying to match with it was, but it was going to be some sort of public access thing, and I want it to be some official sounding name, so the PAA, Public Access Armory. Here's just armor that I've found and or enchanted that isn't, I don't usually, I'm not going to wear. I might take some of it out right now to replace this. Yeah, I think I'll definitely replace that. Let's see here. There. And was there a depth strider brute in here? No. Then over here I have my private armory, which does have depth strider boots. So I think I'm going to borrow my old set of armor back from my chest. I'll try to return it after this video so that in case you guys can't get the same character, you can still retrieve my armor. Then I have a weapons chest with weapons. Clearly, I'm going to take a sword, and no, I won't take a bow. And then I have my tools chest. I put silk touch on an iron pick, but it was a waste. Put your silk touch on your diamond pick. It has more durability. Just, take my word on this one. Lots of diamond picks because I replicated myself and killed myself with a bunch of diamond picks on. Then I have a junk chest for junk, valuable loot, that sort of thing. Loot, misc. Yeah, the usual chests. Wood chest. I had a hard time getting wood in this one for some reason. Transportation chest. Just a few other things. Yeah. Just a chest room. Then I have another portal or ender chest, which used to have stuff in it, but clearly doesn't have much anymore because I am the wrong character. Then back here, is my item elevator. My chicken farm dumps from up there. That's definitely the lag spot. Into here, and it kind of flows down into this hopper, into that dropper, and then that dropper fires it up like that, and it will rise up to a sorter system I put in. Then, going further down in my my home, we have, this was built in survival, by the way. We have a rail replicator. If you haven't seen one of these, I'll show you how it works real quick. Now, one thing you're going to note is that as I'm going to get this, you are going to want to turn your volume down a little. Basically, the way it works is you take a few powered rails, activator rails, or detector rails. You can't use normal rails. And you put it next to this system that is rapidly moving the pistons back and forth with a non-solid block here. And you put out a rail and it gets sucked up and it drops twice as many rails as... It drops 2 rails for each one you place. So you can really increase your amount of rails that way, albeit a noisy way. And you can get quite a few rails. So it's actually cheaper to build entire lines out of powered rails, which is cool. Then down here, I have my first attempt at a fully automatic wheat farm harvested by a villager. This one works okay, but there are a few caves around here that will spawn zombies, and the villager will run away from them and not farm. So that was a bit annoying. If we go down here, hang on. Okay, if we go down to 1 level, up 2 levels above here, this is my track system. I'll try to get down so you can see it. It was a bit annoying to lay in, but not too bad. Then here's an access to my farm. It didn't line up well with my floor plans, so yeah. Apparently the villager died or something? I don't know. He's not here now, though. So, that's completely out of function, I guess. But while it was working, it was emptying into this chest, which accumulated wheat and seeds fairly rapidly. It didn't work the greatest. Then down here, you have a nice mine that goes on. It's not the biggest mine I've made, but it was a nice mine. And I have these nice little lines in the floor because my brother Windwalker kept complaining about getting lost in my mine because his mine and my mine touch. I have no idea how to find his mine from inside of my mine, but somewhere at the edge of our mines is his mine. Oh, that's what... Sorry. I remember where his mine is. His mine is... No, I don't remember where his mine is. It seems like it's straight along one of these paths or something. It's... you know what? I'll just look and see if I can't find it, and if I find it, here it is. Here's his mine, going up to his house, and I think I'll go up that way. Just kind of show you his house.